Welcome to the first episode of the Hutchinson Hive, so we can find out what's buzzing in Hutchinson. I am Mary Hudson, your host, and I'm so glad to be back in studio. What are we going to be doing? We're going to be sharing stories, makers, storytellers, creators, talking about events and programs in Hutchinson, because of course you know there's much in Hutch. So, our very first episode, of course, there was one person I wanted to have. Please welcome Leah Camrath, this year's Hutchinson Water Carnival Commodore.
Yay.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I am so excited. I have known Leah, the majority of your life.
Yeah.
For a long time. Mm-hmm. So glad that you're here. But also, this cannot go without saying how proud I am of you and the things that you and Josh, your first mate, have accomplished in your hometown.
Yeah. We both grew up here. We love where we live. And that's why we do everything that we do, is because we want our kids to know that when we say something, we mean it. And when we say that we love where we live and we want the impact to last, that we are there with our hands all in and we're a part of what's going on.
Because Water Carnival isn't all that you do.
No.
So let's just give a little list of some of the other things that you do besides being such an integral part and running the show of Water Carnival this year.
Yeah, so Josh and I are both part of the Hutchinson JCs. We serve within our church in different ways. I am a part of the King's Kids Parent Committee running their fundraising. He is on the Parks Board for the Parks and Recreation. I am a part of the leadership board for the Riversong Music Festival. There's probably more out there.
Yeah, right. Plus, on top of that, 4 kids.
Yes, and then raising our 4 babies on Main Street and having them also be a part of where they live. And to know the stories and know why we do what we do is important to us.
I mean, you're kind of the quintessential Hutchinson family. On Main Street, involved in the community. You grew up, you went to college, you came back, and now here you are living this vibrant, positive life here. So thank you for boomeranging back for us.
Yeah, it's our pleasure.
It's so great to have you in the community. Mm-hmm. So let's just talk a little bit about the obvious topic, Water Carnival now, right?
Yes. The 83rd annual.
83rd annual, you've got the button.
The button.
But let's talk about your earliest memory of Water Carnival.
Sure. I remember as a kid going to the Kitty Day Parade and dressing up as Laura Ingalls Wilder, for sure. Probably lots of other things. I remember going to the parade. I remember going to the teddy bear band. And at the teddy bear band, I remember seeing the big girls being the candidates and the royalty. And bringing their bears and all of those things. So,
And in between there, you two were a candidate.
I was, yes.
As well as crowned the Hutchinson Princess.
Yes.
So what made you want to become a candidate when the time came?
Nothing. I did not think that was for me. But other people thought that it was for me, and they saw that in me. And a friend of mine was the princess before me, and she was like, you have to do this, you have to do this. And I was like, I don't even know how to wear mascara. That's not for me. And so she was like, we're doing this, we're filling it out, you're doing it. And she brought me through the whole thing, and lo and behold, it was for me.
Right.
And now that's kind of my success story of telling people you should be a candidate. And when they're like, this is not for me, I'm like, no. It can be for you. It doesn't have to only be for the people that you see it for. And so
being a candidate isn't necessarily about getting a crown.
No.
It's so much of an experience as a candidate.
Yes.
Not just that one day, whether you get a crown or you don't. Do you want to just talk about that experience?
Yeah, so actually Water Carnival is built on 3 pillars. And so it's built on our community and everything that we do for the community. It's built on the committee and having a strong committee of people who believe that this is important, to celebrate a community that we're proud of, to have something that is lasting and involves the entire community, is diverse in ways that we can reach many different parts of a community and can bring it together. And lastly, the candidates. And so we believe strongly that this candidate experience is life-changing. This candidate experience is something that you can put on a resume. It's something that opens your eyes to different parts of the community that you've never gotten to see before. And it also opens your eyes to parts of yourself that you didn't get to see before. And so we put a lot of time, a lot of committee effort into making this candidate experience something that is memorable, lasting, and really important and fun. So I think it's something that not many girls in our community get to do, only 8 a year. But the ones that get to do it are counted lucky amongst themselves. So yeah, I think that's great.
Absolutely. In talking to candidates in the past, it's been a meaningful experience in the personal growth. Like I was talking to someone that you know, and they said, I don't know that I would have been able to interview for a very high profile company that they were interviewing for a job, and that would have made most of us kind of shake in our shoes a little bit.
Yeah.
And she said that she had the poise and the presence to be able to do that.
Yeah. You know, our candidates go through different types of interviews. They have onstage experience, they have speaking experience. We go out into nursing homes, we spend time with kids, we spend time at community day. So there's a lot of different experiences that you're having to talk with different people. And then you do also like one-on-one interviews, you know, just all of these things that can build on aspects of your life that are coming, that you can't necessarily say like, I should practice for that, but this would give you practice for that.
Yeah.
And you can pull from these experiences when you're going to do them later. Even just dressing in an interview attire. You know, when you're 18 years old, you might not do that yet, but this gives you the opportunity to do that and see how it feels and see how you could have done it better or where you were really comfortable. So,
well, you and I were talking just before we started filming today, like, can I sit still? Am I going to be able to not, like, learning to be able to sit for any period of time without being the wiggle worm like I am. I know I am. Yeah. You are.
Yeah.
Just being able to have that presence when you're in a room and not be distracting, right? That's a thing. And I love that this is something that we have for young women in our community. So thank you for keeping that portion.
Yeah.
When you were the Hutchinson princess, what would you say is like the moment or the experience that really stands out to you?
I think probably going out to different communities and getting to share about Hutchinson, because you had to think about it beforehand. Like, what do I want to tell people? Because they're going to say, where are you from? Oh, what about Hutchinson? And you had to really think about, what do I love? What's my 30-second spiel? What am I going to say? And then also realizing that in Hutchinson, when the princess is in the room, that's really fun and exciting. But when you're going to a place where everybody's a princess, you have to allow for everyone to sparkle. And so finding that like balance between I'm sparkling and also other people are sparkling, I think was really a good thing too. Now being a volunteer that works with other volunteers, it's the same thing. We're all here for the same reason, and allowing myself to be in a room while other people sparkle is so good. And I love seeing that in other people. And so I think that that's really like helped connect that.
I love that. What a great perspective to be able to have and to utilize as you continue on in life.
Yeah.
So now you've come full circle.
Yes.
As the Commodore.
Yeah.
Now, unique, I don't want to say a unique situation, because I think it's a metamorphosis. That was a really big word for me. But I think it's just an evolutionary change, right? Commodore used to be male dominated, right? And then first mate was their wife, right? Their spouse. And now we have 3 women in a row who have been, same as you, royalty, and come back through to be part of the Commodore and leadership of Water Carnival.
Yeah, that was a really cool thing for Katie and I. Katie was the Commodore before me. So I'm the 5th woman Commodore. And her and I had this unique perspective of, we've done this on the other side and now we're providing it back for someone new. The Vice Commodore that I've brought on is Anna Rasmussen, and she also was a princess. And so we're a princess team, we're having fun, and we're raising up the next generation in this love for our community. Yeah. And we're both people who have grown up here, gone away, come back. And so, yeah, I think it's been fun.
Any insight to who will be the next Vice Commodore?
Yeah, I wish Anna would tell me. She knows not to tell me.
I love that.
She knows better.
I love that it's going to be a surprise for you at some point as well as for the rest of us, because it's such a fun tradition to pass down at the end of the week, right? Because it culminates at coronation.
Yes.
Now that's on Sunday. Let's just roll in because there have been some changes.
We do have some changes.
Do you want to just walk people through that?
Yes.
So pay attention. If you're already on social media and you're thinking they have the wrong day, that's not necessarily true.
Right. So a lot of things will stay the same. Teddy Bear Band will still be on Friday. But after the Teddy Bear Band, do not prep for the pageant on Friday, because the pageant is going to be on Saturday night after Community Day, which Community Day has historically been down by the river and gotten rained out and moved somewhere else. This year, rain or shine, Community Day is at the Hutchinson Middle School, at the pool doors, out on the field. And if you love the cardboard boat races, they'll be in the Carlson pool. And so we'll be right there at the middle school, food trucks, community groups, cardboard boat race, Kitty Day parade, all of the things. You will not find the junior royalty coronation at Community Day, because later that day on Saturday, we will join together at the Hutchinson High School auditorium, and we will have our Miss Hutchinson pageant and the junior royalty coronation, all on the big stage with the lights and the crowd and everything. And I think that is such a fun thing for those littles to have this experience.
Leah, I gotta ask, why are you changing this?
Because of the holiday. We have the Juneteenth holiday that'll fall right on that Friday. And so we've had to do a little bit of shifting here and there. But other than that, the rest of the weekend will look the same. So that Saturday night we'll have the pageant. Sunday morning, you can come to the Fly and Drive-In breakfast. You can join us for the Grand Day Parade. We've got some fun new things coming to the parade this year with music-wise, so keep an eye out for that. And then Miss Hutchinson coronation Sunday night, and then meet us back down by the river for live music and fireworks.
And then fireworks. And then it just crashes to a halt.
I know,
not for you, but like for the rest of us, right? I'm just going to put in a plug for, because Boat Parade
Boat
and
Parade.
Grand Day Parade. If you are someone who cannot leave home, or it's too hot, or it's just difficult for you to maneuver in those areas, you can watch those here on HCVN.
Yes.
So join me and surprise guests for both of those. We'd love to have you here with us.
Yeah.
I think it's such a great thing that we can have, Water Carnival can have the relationship it does with HCVN here, to be able to bring that into people's homes who might not otherwise.
Absolutely.
Right.
And what a treasure for our community to be able to hold on to these memories too on tape. And so,
absolutely.
Yeah, HCVN is such a gift to us.
Yeah. What would you say would surprise somebody about Water Carnival, the Water Carnival Committee?
Our Water Carnival Committee is only about 25 people large. And this is a huge festival that we undertake. And so that's sometimes surprising. It does take other volunteers to come on throughout the week. But in general, like, all the big pieces are put together by that group. And then I think the other thing that's really cool about Water Carnival is that it's completely run on community donated funds. And so truly the Water Carnival Festival could not happen without the community businesses that partner with us. This is not something that the city of Hutchinson puts on and we just kind of do the little pieces. Like, this is something that is money raised by our committee and put on because of businesses in our community that believe in celebrating what we are.
But then another shout out to the city of Hutchinson.
Oh, yes.
Because their support of the event. I mean, if you all knew what it took to have a Grand Day Parade
yes,
on Main Street, which happens to be State Highway 15.
Right, yes. No, none of this could happen without any one piece. We all work together.
Yeah.
But I think that's often something that's surprising to people is like, wait, what? This is not just, funded by the city or funded by our taxpayer dollars, or, it's nothing like that.
Not.
This is something that community businesses believe in, and they make it happen. And that's just really cool that we live in a community that's like, yeah, we should have a festival that celebrates us because our community is worth celebrating. So
there's much in Hutch.
Absolutely.
There's much in Hutch. If someone's listening and they're like, I would like to be able to help, because Water Carnival is open to any age of help, any adult who wants to help. You don't have to be part of the JCs.
No.
Which used to be a thing. Like, people thought that was a thing, right? So that's a misnomer. That's a myth. You don't have to be under 40 to help.
No.
Right?
Right.
How would they go about finding you or someone else to say, I'm interested in helping?
Yeah, so I think there's lots of ways to be involved. If time is something that you have to offer, then you can send an email to commodore@watercarnival.org, and we will get you involved in some capacity. If you're a part of a group that wants to be involved, our community day is a wonderful day to be involved with. We have tables upon tables upon tables of community groups and businesses that put on a little activity or something for families to walk through and just see what is here in our town. If time is not something that you have to offer, but you are a business who would like to be a part of donating to Water Carnival to make this happen, then on our website, watercarnival.org, there's a sponsor tab, and you can go to that. And then lastly, if maybe donating to the bigger Water Carnival isn't something that would be special to you, but you would like to donate to our Queen's Scholarship, then individuals can donate any amount of money to our Queen's Scholarship, and we have patron and donors that come back year after year to make a scholarship happen for our current royalty.
I love that. And another piece of this that I learned through the years is that Water Carnival is willing to partner for events. That's how the disc golf started.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, so we don't, our committee is a part of the Hutchinson JCs, and so we do a lot as JC members. But at the end of the day, this event is much larger than something that just this small group of JCs can put together. And so we do partner with other organizations in town. We've got the disc golf tournament that's done through Ridgewater. We have a beanbag tournament. We have a walleye fishing tournament. We have the fly and drive and pancake breakfast, the car show. There's another pancake breakfast this year. You'll have to check our calendar, but it's done by the fire department. And there's just a lot that happens. There's a live music on Wednesday night through the VFW. So a lot of events that are separate from us, but are part of what we're doing. And it all just circles back to saying that we all believe in celebrating. And so everybody's doing their own part and how they feel comfortable and how they feel like they can give back and what celebrating means to them.
I love that. What's the takeaway you want our audience to have today from our conversation?
When you're in a room with others, allow others to sparkle and sparkle because they're sparkling. Reflect other people's sparkle.
Thank you so much for being here, being the first guest on the Hutchinson Hive. You can follow on Facebook. You can go to the website for the Water Carnival, watercarnival.org. Learn more about the exact date. You'll be seeing posters. You'll see sponsor signs all over town.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Join us. It's going to be a great week.
June 15th through 21st.
Always ending on Father's Day with the Grand Day Parade and then, of course, coronation. Thank you again for being here. I hope you join us again next month when we'll meet someone new from Hutchinson.
Welcome to the kickoff for the 83rd Annual Water Carnival celebration. My name is Abby Westland, and I am your MC for this year's festivities, along with my co-host, Chris Wilkie.
So the medallion will be a $500 prize, but there's many, many different prizes throughout the community that will be hidden that you'll be able to find.
We're thrilled to welcome back, by popular demand, Off-Duty Chief to the stage tonight.
Lord, sometimes I'm overcome thinking about slipping and sliding all along the waterfall. You put your left elbow in, you put your left elbow out, your left elbow in, and then you shake it all about. I said, hey, what's going on?
So the boat parade tonight is sponsored by B&B Sports and RV, Sunbake and J Malone Motors, Okay. I'm pretty sure that this is a take on Baywatch, but it's Fraud Watch.
Oh, man.
Citizens Bake. Oh gosh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I do as well?
Trivia time.
Bill Arndt, Bob Peterson, Joe Kylan.
Ladies and gentlemen, Emma and Finley. Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb and Henry. Ladies and gentlemen, Brooke and Zachary.
I hope you leave here tonight inspired, not only by what Megan Spice has done, but by what's possible when a community can come together to celebrate every single individual.
If we are truly serious about feeding the future, we must begin by supporting and empowering farmers, not just with words, but with action. Great. Thank you very much. Craig, can you say goodnight?
Now what happens if we trap this gas using our balloon? As the pressure expands in the bottle, it expands in the balloon as well.
Over the last 12 months, I've spent many wonderful days with the Water Carnival royal family, representing the community of Hutchinson in parades and other activities.
How did I feel last year about this time? Very humble. Really didn't know what to say or what to do. And for all of you that know me, I'm not very short on words.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present for the final time your Water Carnival royal family and candidates.
Giving that proper respect as well. So we know there's Dave Scoot carrying the American flag. There we go. There is Mayor Gary and Angie in her short sleeves. I hope she has a jacket with, I see that there's a little blanket.
Oh boy,
Yep.
she's tougher than I am.
Yeah, she is. Set them away from the fire. Yep.
You ever driven a big tractor like that?
Actually, I have. And it's pretty incredible to feel that power.
Yeah.
This club was formed in 1984 and is under the direction of Sensei Patrice, and Sensei Kevin, and Sensei Joshua, with training and tradition.
There he goes.
The dream, their float's called the Dream of Maple Grove.
Wow.
The pride in their city is showcased on the float from the lampposts and flowers. Infamous, if not famous,
I love it.
cash-wise shopping cart.
With my favorite cereal in the upper left-hand corner.
There you go. We're glad that you were here. We will look forward to seeing you again next year for the 83rd Annual Water Carnival Parade.
Avery is the daughter of Leah and Jeremy Walsh, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Hutchinson, Avery